Day 32 and one day closer to moving in. I forgot to show yesterday the kitchen light was installed as well. So that is it there. Looks pretty cool. These can turn either way, so you can adjust these for how you want the light. So that is all the electrics done. I forgot to show that yesterday. And then a job that was meant for yesterday but didn't get around to it was now doing the pink in Lizette's room. This is the first room that I'm going to mask up the top. I've just been cutting them all in, but let's see if that makes it go quicker. So these two walls are going pink. So let me make them pink. And that's the first coat of pink on. Covers quite well actually. Quite happy with that. Lizette did her name on the floor. The brush had to go in the bin because it kept making little tassels everywhere. And as predicted, the plaster decided to crack, but the previous cracks were here. Now it's cracked over there. So I'm just gonna ignore that bit, paint the wall, get it ready, and then I'll come back to that and sand it once the wall is completely dry, fill it and paint it. I guess that will probably go on for months. So yeah, this is done. Now I've got to do a second white coat on this side. I've done the second coat in Lizette's bedroom and I've just come into ours, just literally inside of the wardrobe. It's just all with marks over the years. Just gonna give it a one coat. I'm not really fussed. I just want to give it one coat just so it looks a little bit better. We're not even gonna paint the skirtings in here because it's gonna have a little chest in here. So yeah, just quickly giving this one coat of white. Waiting for the paint to dry. So now it's time to do the architraves, or as Vicky likes to call them, the door skirting boards. Got my new toy, got the architrave lined up. So this is primed 60mm. My line's there. I need two 197.5s for left and right, and a 69 up top, and it's 45° left, 45° right, and then 145 on each of those. So there's then 60mm for the family bathroom and 50mm for ours because of reasons. So here's a wonky tile that we're gonna leave. It had a funny story behind it because the spacer fell out, but we have to remove it now because literally where this little bit protrudes here makes the architrave not go in. So we're starting demolition again. Okay, that was painless. That one just came off nice and easy. Took all the plaster off it as well, but it's all good. So now we can go in a bin and we'll put a new one on when we do the downstairs toilet. But at least now the architrave can go on, that one can go on fine, and then I can go cut the top on. In typical fashion, I didn't have the nails, so neighbour's doing a tip run, so I asked him to stop at Wicks and pick up nails. So while we wait, the architraves have to wait. So that second coat on in Lizette's pink wall, it looks really good off the second coat. We are quite happy with it. Then I did a second and a third coat on the white wall. So that is on there. Then Vicky is busy getting all the nails and clips out of the floor. And she's also, oh, you've removed all the alarm cables that's been there for weeks, months, years. They're over there. And I am now on to second coating. She picked that up this morning. So second coat in the spare room. Not doing the cutting in again, it's just rolling the main walls. So that's gonna be in here. And then in our room as well. So that is for the next hour, probably doing these. And then by that point, we should hopefully have the nails and we can carry on doing the architraves. And sometimes life fights back. I dropped the bucket. And it's not nice. Should we leave it? Is that art? Should we say Banksy was here? Idiot. Okay, cleaned it. It was just a little bit of a mistake. So yep, second coat in here done. Very close to being able to sign this room off for, being done and ready. Second coat in here done. Leaving a little bit there for as it dries if we see touch-ups. Right, going in the attic now to go get that sun shower thing. any old aerials and stuff that's in there, want to get it all out. Okay, in the attic now, so I'm gonna kill the power to that booster box. Then this aerial's coming out, that aerial's coming out, and then a sun shower there at the back. I've literally got 20 minutes before the F1 starts, so let's get it on. I had to take the tubes out separately because I don't want to break them, taking them out the attic. So there's the 6 tubes for that, and here is the sun shower and the old antennas that was in the attic. So that's all out. The attic is now empty. So that's winter project. Now quickly lunch, F1, and then architraves. Architrave is done, or door skirting board. I've also caulked it. So the adhesive and 3 nails, you can see little nail pins. It looks okay until you get to the top. And then my maths failed me and I had to make a cut right in the middle there. And then I caulked it, but yeah, the caulking is done. It looks all right. You can just see it there. I mean, you can't even tell which one I did. But yeah, that's in with the little 6mm round edge. Caulked it, oopsie, get out of my way. Caulked it on this side as well. So we're gonna let this dry. And that's the nail there. Nail in the middle. So there's a nail at the bottom, the middle, and the top. And then there's a nail there and there. And I'm saying this not for YouTube or anything, but just for my own recollection when I rip this out. But yeah, that's in. So I'm gonna go do the other one now. And then once that's done, I can come and put the door on and the panely bathy thing. Okay, camera's on 0.5 because it's so tiny in here. And that's the wall. And the issue I had in the other bathroom is the plaster wasn't level all the way. So the architraves didn't quite line up in the corners at the top properly. But this one, whoever did it, there was 4 plasterers. So this one was done much better and much more level. The problem I've got here, I've got a little bit of adhesive on the sides here. So I have to scrape that back now because I don't know if I'm gonna fit in there. So let me scrape all of that back and then get them all measured up. Second architrave is on. No, I'm not happy with it. I'm really not happy with it. There's some jobs that you can do quite well. And this job, even though it's so simple, it's not something I can do very well. I've caulked it, it's all good. The cut was easier. It's just, yeah, I didn't enjoy it. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, moving on. Vicky's making a lot of noise, moving on from the architraves. It's taking out the old doorbell now. So as we saw in yesterday's video, it's just battery operated. I'm just gonna chop it, fill the holes, and then yeah, there's just a couple of things here to take off to get ready for painting and fill. So we're just doing that now, and then I'm gonna get on to the next job. But it is now 6:15. We want to try and get out of here by about 8, so yeah, gotta crack on. That's the blind up in the spare room. Easiest one to do because it's the only one that was actually the right size. So that is up and easy. I've caulked it. I put the fixings in, then caulked it. Now Vicky just needs to come and do the gloss at the bottom, and then this room is done. Now there's a few more tasks for the evening, so let me crack on with the next one. And potentially the final job of the night is finally to come into the old dining room, which will be my office. This is a wallpapered room, and because we're smashing through the wall, we're not removing it, we're not plastering it yet. So for now, I've got to patch it. Now the problem I've got is a lot of the wallpaper has done this. That's quite subtle, and there's bubbles and rips, and there's quite big tears going up, and then there's bits literally just removed, and there, and then more of these, and more of these. I hate wallpaper, but I've had to buy this stuff. Apparently it's wallpaper repair adhesive. So I'll give this a try. Probably not going to work very well, but let's have a look. We heard a noise, thought it was an ambulance, but no, it's the fish and chips van that comes into the village and stops outside the house. So this is our first meal, sitting on the floor in the living room, on the floorboards. And it's, oh, what time is it? 7:45, and then we're going to carry on for a bit, but this is re-energizing us.
Yeah.
All right, that food didn't really motivate us to do any more work. We just want to go to bed now. This room is busted. That stuff doesn't really do what I needed to do. I'm pulling back, I'm putting it in, the glue, sticking it back down, but it's still just lifting. Vicky came in and did some repairs there, but no, this all needs ripping off and redoing, so I'm not going to waste my time in here. I'll sand it, I'll try and paint it. If it flops, it flops. Until that wall gets broken down, we're not spending money in here. So that's it, on to the next job. And for the next job is the creaky stairs. So Vicky's been sanding the handrails, so she's just hoovering up. So while she does that, I'm just preparing. So it's going to be screws going in the tops. So the screws will go in the tops here to make sure that there's no gap between here and here. I've got to take the bottom grippers out, and then I'm going to mix PVA with water to get it a little bit runny. And then I'm going to paint it along here on every single step to let the water go in. And then I'm going to put a screw in a little bit, then twist it 45 degrees so that I can screw this onto this to bring the two together. So that should stop the creaking on the stairs. I'll take a little clip now of the creaking on the stairs. I'll do that, and then tomorrow morning I'll take another clip as the first clip for the next day's video. And hopefully it stops. This is before fixing. Step 1, quiet. Step 2, quiet. 3, quiet. 4, quiet. Here we go. And then the last 3, quiet. So it's from the 4th step from there all the way across to here. So let's get the first bit done and then see if that makes a difference. Because I've done the first part, it's better, but there's still a noise, but I'm supposed to do the second part, but I can't test after the second part because I need to allow the glue and stuff to dry overnight. So I'll do this and then, but listen. So it's better, but now grippers, get glue in, nail it, screw it. Okay, final video of the day. 9:30, we're leaving. I'm just gonna leave this to set in overnight. There's just loads of PVA. When I was putting it through, you can see how big the gap is there. You could just hear it falling down below. So I've put Gorilla Glue in as well, but again, you just hear it falling down below. So there's nothing I can do. I've put the screws in, but this part only goes down a little bit. You've got a very small lip to hook onto, and I've missed a lot of them, but I managed to hook a couple on. Did some damage, but the grippers will just go over the top of that. I don't think this is going to be quiet, but it might be a bit better, but it's difficult to say because the house is very hollow. So yeah, that's the end of the day. Back tomorrow.